What if you woke up one morning, and instead of your soft mattress and the buzz of your phone alarm, you found yourself standing on the dusty road of ancient Rome? The sun beating down on your shoulders, and the sound of marching soldiers echoing in your ears. Before we step into this strange but fascinating world together, take a few seconds to like this video, tell me where you are watching from, and hit subscribe only if you are truly ready for what is about to happen. Now, imagine this. You look around, confused, and a grizzled officer shoves a wooden spear into your hands. Congratulations, you have just been recruited into the Roman Legion. No waiver, no contract, no escape. Just discipline, sweat, and maybe, if you are lucky, a sip of sour wine after training. The question is, could you survive? The Roman Legion was not a game. It was one of the most feared military machines in history, built on ruthless discipline and endless drills. You are no longer binge-watching Netflix at midnight. You are marching 20 miles under the scorching Mediterranean sun, armor cutting into your shoulders, sandals grinding your feet raw. Doesn't sound like a spa weekend, does it? And yet, there is a thrill in the air. You are standing at the edge of something colossal, about to step into a story written 2,000 years ago. A story of blood, sweat, glory, and a secret waiting to be uncovered. But here's the twist. Buried in the dust and sweat of the Legion, a lost manuscript lies hidden. A manuscript that could change everything you think you know about Rome, and maybe even about our own world. The only problem, first, you have to survive training. So, tell me, if you were suddenly drafted into the most disciplined army in history, how would you make it through your first day? You barely have time to process what is happening before you are herded into a camp filled with hundreds of soldiers. The smell of sweat, leather, and boiled grain hits your nose instantly. Welcome to your new home, a Roman military camp, where personal space is about as rare as Wi-Fi in the 1st century. The centurion, a man with more scars than teeth, explains the rules. They are simple: obey orders without question, keep your gear spotless, and march until your legs feel like they belong to someone else. You glance at the food rations: barley, bread, a little cheese if you are lucky, and wine so sour it could strip the rust off a sword. Not exactly a 5-star buffet. Could you live on this every day? Training begins at sunrise. Wooden swords smack against your arms until bruises bloom purple. You are forced to run with full armor, sandals rubbing blisters into your feet. And do not even think about complaining. Discipline is everything. In the Roman Legion, if one man fails, everyone is punished. Imagine dropping your shield and the entire unit running laps because of you. Think your buddies would forgive you? Not a chance. But here's the strange part. After hours of grueling drills, you start to see the rhythm of it. The clashing shields, the synchronized steps, the chants that make your bones vibrate. It is like being part of a living machine. For a moment, you wonder if this is how Rome conquered the known world. Not by magic, but by the sheer force of discipline and unity. Still, one question lingers in your mind. Could you, someone pulled from the modern world, adapt to this life? Or would you crumble under the weight of iron discipline and endless training? The horn blares before sunrise, and suddenly the camp explodes into motion. Soldiers grab shields, strap on helmets, and form up into rigid lines. You are shoved into formation, heart pounding like a drum. This is not training anymore. Today, the Roman Legion marches to war. Dust rises with every step as the column moves across the countryside. Farmers scatter, children stare, and you feel the ground tremble under thousands of marching feet. You have barely survived training, and now you are heading toward real blades, real blood. The thought crosses your mind: Netflix and pizza never looked so good. By midday, the enemy comes into view, barbarians, fierce and wild, shouting across the field. They slam their weapons on shields, howling like wolves. Your centurion growls, "Hold the line." Your hands tremble, sweat drips into your eyes, and for a brief second, you wonder if running would be smarter. But then you glance sideways. Every soldier beside you is steady, shields locked, eyes forward. If you break, you do not just doom yourself. You doom them. The signal is given. A storm of javelins arcs overhead, whistling through the air before slamming into enemy shields and flesh. The barbarians charge, and suddenly the clash is deafening. Shield smash, sword stab, screams echo. The line surges forward, and you are swept along like a leaf in a raging river. For a terrifying moment, you face a warrior taller than you, his axe raised high. Instinct takes over, you thrust with your short Roman sword. The blade meets flesh. The man falls. Your chest heaves, your stomach churns. This is not a video game. This is survival. When the dust settles hours later, the battlefield is littered with bodies. The air thick with smoke and iron. You are alive, bruised, shaken, but alive. And as strange as it sounds, part of you feels something else, belonging. You stood in the line and you did not break. The question is, if you were in this moment, blood on your sword, enemies at your feet, would you rise to the challenge, or would you falter under the weight of fear? The battle is over, and night has fallen. The camp is quieter now, but not silent. Fires crackle, wounded men groan, and the smell of blood lingers in the air. You sit by the flames, staring at your sword, wondering how you survived. Sleep does not come easy after your first battle. The next day, your unit is sent to patrol the ruins of a small temple, one abandoned long ago. Cracked columns lean toward the sky. Vines creep across stone carvings of forgotten gods. While the others loot for supplies, your eyes catch something unusual. A loose slab near the altar. Curiosity wins. You pry it open and reveal a hidden chamber. Inside, the air is stale, heavy with centuries of dust. And there, resting on a crumbling pedestal, is a scroll sealed in wax. Its surface is marked with strange symbols. Half Greek, half something else you can't quite place. You lift it carefully, heart racing. This is no ordinary text. It feels alive, as though it has been waiting for you. You unroll part of the manuscript and see diagrams of stars, notes about healing plants, and passages hinting at knowledge beyond the time of Rome. Could this be the work of a philosopher, a mystic, or something even older? The handwriting is precise, almost mechanical. But just as your eyes widen with wonder, a shadow looms over you. It is the centurion. His scarred face studies the scroll, then you, without a word, he orders you to hide it. Some knowledge, he mutters, is too dangerous for the men to see. His tone carries both warning and fear. Now you are left with a secret heavier than your armor. Do you trust your commander and keep the manuscript hidden, or do you risk everything by studying it? Because the moment you touched it, something changed. You feel it humming inside you, as if whispering truths long buried. So, if you were standing in those ruins, holding a scroll that could rewrite history, would you keep it safe, or reveal its secrets to the world? Days pass, but the scroll never leaves your thoughts. Each night, when the camp grows quiet, you sneak it out from its hiding place. By the dim glow of the fire, you trace the symbols, slowly piecing together fragments of meaning. The diagrams seem to map constellations not as they appear now, but as they looked thousands of years earlier. Notes about medicine describe cures using plants that Romans have not even named yet. You begin to suspect this is not just knowledge, it is a message left for someone far in the future. But secrets have a way of leaking. One evening, as you study the manuscript, shadows flicker at the edge of the firelight. A group of priests from a nearby temple approaches, their robes dragging in the dirt, their eyes fixed on the scroll. Their leader, a thin man with a golden amulet, whispers that knowledge does not belong to soldiers. His voice is calm, but it carries authority, the kind that makes your skin prickle. The centurion steps forward, hand on his sword. Tension crackles in the air. The priests demand the scroll be surrendered to the temple, claiming it holds sacred wisdom not meant for ordinary men. The soldiers bristle, muttering that Rome decides what knowledge is useful, not priests. You stand between them, clutching the fragile parchment, feeling its weight like a stone on your chest. And then something strange happens. The scroll seems to vibrate in your hands, a faint hum only you can hear. The priests notice your reaction, and their eyes widen. It has chosen you, one of them whispers. The words sink into your mind like a curse or a blessing. You are caught in a dangerous web. If you keep the manuscript, the priests will see you as a thief of divine secrets. If you hand it over, you may lose a chance to unlock knowledge that could reshape history. And in the tense silence, you realize both the army and the temple have their own plans for it. Plans that do not involve you. So here's the question. If you were standing there holding a manuscript that both gods and men desire, would you trust the temple, follow the army, or keep the secret for yourself? The tension grows unbearable. Soldiers glare at the priests whisper chants under their breath, and you stand frozen, the scroll pressed to your chest. Every instinct screams at you to choose, but which path is survival and which is doom? That night, you lie awake, the manuscript hidden under your cloak. Sleep is impossible. Each time your eyes close, you hear whispers in a language you do not recognize. They echo inside your skull, weaving visions of stars, of cities yet to be built, of machines that move without horses. It feels like a door in your mind has been kicked open. The knowledge is calling you. But dawn comes with harsh reality. The centurion corners you, his scarred face set in stone. You keep it hidden, he growls, or they will kill you. Hours later, the high priest visits your tent in secret. His words are softer, but just as chilling. If you study it, the gods will curse you. Give it to us, and you may yet live. 2 powers, 2 threats. The army promises protection through obedience. The temple threatens damnation if you resist. And you, a stranger ripped from the modern world, are caught in the middle with a choice heavier than empire. Do you cling to survival, obeying whichever master shouts the loudest, or do you risk everything for the pursuit of knowledge, even if it means exile, torture, or death? Because deep down you already know the manuscript is not just parchment. It is a key that could unlock truth's realm. And maybe humanity itself was never meant to see. So ask yourself, if you had the chance to hold forbidden wisdom, would you sacrifice your safety for it? Or surrender it to stay alive? Under the cover of night, you study the manuscript again, this time with sharper eyes. The diagrams begin to make sense, not just star maps, but astronomical charts predicting eclipses centuries before Roman astronomers had the tools to calculate them. You trace lines connecting constellations and realize they align with future events. Comets, planetary movements, even something that looks eerily like a solar system map. Then you see it, a sketch of an object that looks strikingly familiar, something no Roman could have drawn. It resembles a telescope. Another page shows diagrams of veins and organs, with notes suggesting blood circulates through the body. Rome won't discover that for over 1,000 years. Who wrote this? How? The whispers grow louder as you read. It feels as though the scroll is less a record of the past and more a glimpse of the future. Was it written by a forgotten genius, an ancient traveler or something otherworldly? The idea chills you, but also excites you. You start to think about your own world, the modern world. Satellites orbiting Earth, cures for diseases, machines powered by invisible energy. Could it be that this manuscript holds the seed of all those things, hidden in plain sight centuries before their time? If Rome had unlocked it, the entire course of history might have shifted. Imagine legions marching with compasses, emperors using medicine to save thousands, or engineers crafting machines long before the Industrial Revolution. The world as you know it might not even exist. But then comes the real question. If this knowledge fell into your hands today, would it be a gift or a curse? After all, history shows that power often destroys those who wield it too soon. So, if you uncovered proof that ancient Rome once touched the edge of modern science, would you share it with the world, or keep it hidden until humanity was ready? The weight of the manuscript never leaves you, whether hidden under your cloak or burning in your thoughts. It follows every step you take. The army wants it, the priests demand it, and yet, somehow, it feels like it belongs to you. One night, during a storm, you slip away from the camp. Lightning cracks across the sky as rain lashes down. You find yourself once again in the ruins where you first discovered the scroll. Kneeling at the altar, you unroll the parchment one last time. The symbols shimmer in the torchlight, and for a moment you swear the stars above shift to match the diagrams on the page. The whispers grow into a roar, flooding your mind. You see visions, cities of glass and steel, flying machines, oceans crossed in hours, men walking on the moon. The scroll is not just ancient, it is timeless. It shows what humanity can become if it dares to look. Then, in a flash, the storm consumes everything. You blink and suddenly you are back. The road beneath your feet is paved. Cars rush by. Neon lights blaze in the night. The manuscript is gone. All that remains is the memory of what you saw. You stand there, heart racing, unsure if it was all real. But one question lingers like smoke in the air. If the Romans had unlocked that knowledge, would the world today be better or worse? And now it is your turn. What would you have done? Kept the manuscript hidden, surrendered it to the temple, obeyed the army, or risked everything to spread its secrets? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to journey through more what-if worlds of history, do not forget to like this video and subscribe for the next adventure. Thank you for traveling with me across time. Until next time, may your courage be as strong as a Roman legionary, and your curiosity as endless as the stars.